You've received your elections packet from the Hamilton County Board of Elections. So, what's in your envelope and how do you use it to help your residents vote? Great question! First, find the list of registered voters at the facility's address. Is the resident who wants to vote on the list? If the answer is yes, great, they are ready for the next step. If not, they may still be registered at their previous address, or they may have never registered to vote before in Hamilton County. Please note that if they are at your facility on a temporary basis, they can continue to use their previously registered address. If they are a permanent resident who needs to update their address or register for the first time, they will complete this form. This is the voter registration and information update form. You will notice that parts of the form are highlighted. This means that the information must be provided for the form to be accepted by the Board of Elections. If any of the highlighted information is missing, a new form will need to be completed. If the resident isn't able to complete the form on their own, please feel free to assist them. However, the voter will be the one to sign the form. If they aren't able to sign their full name, simply have them mark the form as best they can in the signature box with an X. Next to the mark, you will write the words "witnessed by" and sign your name. This will allow the board to accept the new signature. This is true for all forms. Now you're ready to move on to the next step, asking the resident how they'd like to vote. They have a couple options. They can complete a vote by mail application as shown here. Please be sure to fill out all the highlighted information on this form. Send this form back to us, and we will mail you a ballot to the facility or another address of their choosing. They then have the option to fill out the ballot on their own or have help from a family member. Once they're done filling out the ballot, place the ballot into the ID and return envelopes that we provide. Then, mail it back to us for counting. Or a voter's family member may return the ballot to the Board of Elections on behalf of the voter during business hours. The family member will be given a short form to complete when they arrive to deliver the ballot. This is the form they will fill out. If the resident feels that they need help with the ballot, they can use this form to request assistance from the Board of Elections. This is the 11F. Please make sure that all sections of the form are completed. If any of the fields are missing, a new form will need to be completed. We will then schedule a time for a bipartisan team from the board, one Democrat and one Republican per team, to assist with voting. Remember, voters must be free to make their choices without any pressure when voting is occurring. Once our team helps the voter vote, they will seal the ballot securely and bring it back to the board for counting. If your residents would like to vote early in person, feel free to bring them to our Early Vote Center in Norwood. You can find the hours for the Early Vote Center on our website. You can use a facility vehicle to do so, or a friend or family member may bring a resident if they wish to. Also, please note the ID requirements, as shown here. If your residents want to vote in person on Election Day, you, a friend, or a family member can take the residents to their polling location on Election Day. If the board is not permitted to enter the facilities to assist voters, please notify us immediately. We will deputize members of your staff as special PEOs. They will assist those voters who need help. Next to the nursing home checklist. Please be sure to complete all of the information on this form and send it back to us, completed with your registrations and applications. This will allow us to have the most up-to-date information for your facility, so that we can notify you of any issues and be able to schedule appointments. Finally, it's time to prepare for the board's arrival at your facility. Step 1. Designate a room in the facility for voting to take place. Step 2. Inform the voters when and where voting will happen. Step 3. Provide each voter a sample ballot for review. You can visit our website to find sample ballots, polling locations, track the ballot, and more. Step 4. Make sure voters have their ID information handy. This includes date of birth and the last 4 of their Social Security number. Please note that the forms are due ASAP. If you have any questions or need assistance, please call us. Thank you for helping your residents exercise their right to vote.